Live from Cohasset, Massachusetts, we welcome you all here to another episode of YWC Brawl. Christopher Pierce, Jimmy Bly, Kyle Matthews. Fellas, we're just 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble.
I know, I cannot wait.
The Royal Rumble's probably my personal favorite event next to WrestleMania, of course. And boy, what a way to start things out here. We'll brawl with the Beast Incarnate.
Flanked by his advocate, Paul Heyman. The Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, here on YWC. Probably more times on YWC than he ever is on that brand that shall not be named.
Actually, this is his first appearance on the YWC.
Shut up, I'm trying to make a point.
I just feel bad for whoever Brock's opponent's going to be tonight.
Oh boy.
Wow, okay, well, I feel kind of bad, but boy am I looking forward to seeing this.
I agree.
Got the Beast taking on the Scottish psychopath. I mean, boy, that's just... something's got to give here.
I'll agree. Psychopath.
Now, Drew McIntyre started out his career in that brand that should not be named, handpicked by Mr. McMahon, they say. Ended up being in numerous factions that didn't really go anywhere. Really found his footing when he went over to Impact Wrestling as Drew Galloway. And now, this is, I think we could say the new Drew McIntyre. This is definitely a far-fetched Drew McIntyre than what he started out as.
Definitely. He's definitely built up some more muscle strength. I could definitely say he can rival the Beast. So this ought to be a good match.
Yeah, this is probably going to be his toughest opponent in his career, I would have to say. We'll have to see how he does against him. And that's a way to start.
Yeah.
Boy, McIntyre could make a huge statement here with a win over Brock Lesnar. Not that he hasn't made a huge statement already since his return.
Yeah. Here we go. But here we go already, Brock Lesnar.
You gotta wonder if either of these guys, or both of them, will be seen as one of the 30 entrants in this year's Men's Royal Rumble. Of course, we've got history being made here in YWC, as we're gonna have our first ever Women's Royal Rumble as well.
Yep. Not to mention, next week on Brawl, we're gonna see the crowning of the first ever YWC United States champion as well.
Yep.
All sorts of historical moments here coming up on YWC Brawl.
Agreed.
And they said we couldn't do any of this with our low budget.
Right? Well, we proved them wrong,
we still can't get that one doggone light to get out of the way, but other than that.
Well, that's the building. That's not really our fault. It's the building's fault.
There were changes made to the ring, though, to try to fix that problem as much. I think the ring looks nice here. Love the red, white, and blue ropes.
Right now, It's been Lesnar in control of Drew McIntyre. Well, now Drew's starting to fight back a little bit there. You can't give Lesnar any opening because Lesnar is so dangerous.
That is definitely true. I think the same could really be said about Drew McIntyre, and I don't know what the hesitation was for McIntyre, but it hurt him there as Lesnar turned that into a chop block.
That is agreed. I agree. Took it right, and he's definitely having a field day. That's for sure.
Working on the leg, working on the ribs, now working on the arm of Drew McIntyre, just picking apart any piece he can.
I'm just really surprised that, we were able to get somebody like Brock Lesnar here. I mean, we see that he rarely shows up at that other promotion. I mean, we're a much lower budget. I don't know what convinced him to come here, but
look at the raw strength of McIntyre.
Oh, gut wrench! A gut wrench slam by Drew McIntyre to Brock Lesnar. Oh! Oh, Paul Heyman's got to be looking furious. Got to be looking worried.
Yeah, you got to think there's a little sense of doubt right there on whether Lesnar's going to be able to come back from this if McIntyre can keep this flurry of offense up.
Oh!
Pile driver.
Cover.
Goes for cover. Cover on Brock Lesnar.
Right in the center of the ring, and I don't think he even got a 2 count.
Oh, we got a 1
Didn't
count.
bother hooking either of the legs either.
Uh-oh. Brock Lesnar.
Oh, man.
There's one.
I said we're in Massachusetts, right?
Oh, I guess we're in Suplex City.
Is there a Suplex City in Massachusetts?
There is now.
3 German suplexes. Brock Lesnar going to go for the cover. Smart enough to go on that side of him to keep him away from the ropes. And then kick out at 2.
Because that left foot was very close to the rope, and with Lesnar positioning himself where he did, he moved that foot away.
Oh, Brock Lesnar, what's he setting up for?
Oh boy, it could be over as quick as this.
It could very well be
Suplex
F5.
City has just been hit by an F5. That could be it right there.
Goes for the cover on Drew McIntyre. 2. And it's over.
I told you can't give Lesnar an opening.
Nope. And Brock Lesnar definitely took that one.
McIntyre put up a good fight, definitely, but
That seemed to be a decent matchup. I don't even really think. Well,
out of the ring.
Brock Lesnar already sweating like a dog.
But not as much as Shane McMahon.
But Shane McMahon's the best in the world, though.
We're getting ready for some tag team matches here.
No, I think it's a one-on-one, actually. I believe we're going to see Luke Gallows go one-on-one with, I think it's Bo Dallas of the B team. I don't remember.
Well, out come a couple of good brothers. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, they have their eyes set on the YWC Tag Team Championships. It's currently held by the B team of Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
Yeah, that match is going to take place after the Royal Rumble.
There's your YWC Tag Team Champions. I had a question for you, and I wanted to wait until these guys came out. I noticed you had a set of pom-poms here at the desk. What exactly are those for?
Well,
is there something you're not telling us, Kyle?
I was hoping to get some cheerleaders here tonight, but unfortunately,
Well, you got them right there.
no, not the ones I was intending on, but...
I mean, who are you going to call this? The Spirit Squad?
Oh, hell no.
I mean, we have Dolph Ziggler.
That's something he doesn't like to be reminded of that.
I mean, I'm sure we can find Kenny Dykstra somewhere.
I'll put in a call.
It's gonna be Curtis.
Wrong. It's Curtis Axel versus Luke Gallows.
Which I believe we saw last week was Carl Anderson taking on Bo Dallas.
Carl Anderson came away with the victory on that one.
Well, definitely, you can see the strength game is going to come into play here for Luke Gallows, obviously head and shoulders above Curtis Axel.
So you talk about how Dolph Ziggler doesn't like to be reminded that he used to be part of the Spirit Squad, right? So can the same be said to Luke Gallows about Festus?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think aside from Aces and Eights, I think the Bullet Club is the best faction that Luke Gallows has been in.
True. Can't argue with that. See, Luke Gallows here with just tossing Curtis Axel around the ring.
This is a tag team match. Luke Gallows teamed up with the top rope.
More of a handicap match.
Wow, and did you see that? Curtis Axel hit Luke Gallows with a boot, but he did not go down.
It's hard to bring a man of Luke Gallows' size down.
Boy, that was some mean air. Did you see that?
Oh, but what a nice suplex there by Curtis Axel.
Taking some notes out of taking some notes out of Brock Lesnar's playbook there.
Well, I mean, you know, we can't deny the pedigree that Curtis Axel has. Of course, the son of Kurt Hennig.
Absolutely, right there.
Yeah, yep,
Trying to channel
Hennig.
his inner Mr. Perfect, and
Yep.
Curtis Axel, he's, had a pretty good career in his own right. A former Intercontinental Champion, a current Tag Team Champion.
May not have been the perfect career, but definitely a decent one.
If Kyle wasn't sitting between us right now, I'd slap you.
What? I couldn't help it. Ooh, what a drop kick there. What? You set me up for that one.
I'm aware that I delivered the softball and you hit it out of the park, but I don't care.
Oh, look at this. Oh!
Oh, boy.
That was a bit of like a Rikishi driver. Oh, look, he's using the ropes once again.
Thought he might be going for a camel clutch, but instead just driving Curtis Axel.
He probably couldn't. He probably couldn't with the it would be a rope break.
We had
What's
one B-Team fan out there. That was cool.
Yeah, I saw that sign too.
They're steadily building up their fan base.
Boy, Luke Gallows had Curtis Axel hung up on the second rope. For a minute, I thought he was going to try to channel Rey Mysterio and hit him with a 619. That'd have been
what
something.
a DDT. Goes for the cover. Kick out at 1 by Luke Gallows.
Yeah, but Luke looks a little the worse for wear right now. Looked a little dazed after he kicked out.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, wow.
Could have turned that into a sit-down power driver, but instead he just let gravity do the work. Oh, my God. And another hard Irish whip into the corner.
A lot of the offense of Luke Gallows has been focusing on the back of Curtis Axel. Oh, whoa, whoa.
So.
Oh.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Sorry.
Not even sure what you were going for there, but okay.
You said oh, so I said oh, whoa, whoa.
Were you going for What's New Pussycat or what? I'm not exactly sure what your reference was. Cover! Then he put away Luke Gallows, kick at it too.
Curtis Axel looking a little upset after that one right there. Thought he put the big man away. Going to take a lot more than that. But what's he setting him up for? Well, doesn't matter now. Gallows countered it and knocks him over the ring.
Hello,
Curtis Axel.
We missed you.
And Curtis Axel's finally been eliminated from the Royal Rumble after all these years.
Yep. I'll agree to that one. All those years gone by, and Curtis Axel's finally been eliminated. Oh, well, okay. They just went right back into the ring. Oh, what's Curtis Axel thinking here?
Oh.
A suplex, but only got a 1 count.
That wasn't a perfect plex?
No, if it was a perfect plex, he would have hooked the leg
Oh, okay.
while doing the suplex.
I'm surprised each of these guys have their tag team partners at ringside, and neither Carl Anderson or Bo Dallas have really gotten involved in this match.
Oh, what a clothesline there.
Kind of just been there for moral support, I guess.
Oh, he went for a belly-to-belly, but nice counter there by Curtis Axel.
Not sure if that was going for a belly-to-belly or maybe for a bear hug submission.
Nice swinging neck breaker there by Curtis Axel.
I want to point this out. It may not be directly involved in this match, but we got to give it up for Ernest Wright. He's been through every episode so far of Brawl, and he has not once been taken a bump. He has not once taken a bump. Uh-oh, look at this, look at this, look at this! Oh! Is that enough to put Luke Gallows away? Goes for the cover.
Oh,
look. He pulled the referee out. Kyle Anderson pulled the referee. Yep, and here I am talking about him not taking bumps. I mean, while it technically wasn't a bump.
About how the guys outside the ring weren't getting involved. Boy, you guys just jinxed. Oh my goodness, Ernest almost became a sandwich.
Well, if Ernest Wright does take a shot in this match, I mean, we know what match we're going to see at WrestleMania.
Yep, Kyle Matthews.
I don't know. That's on you.
No,
this
that's
time.
on you. That'd be a Jimmy Bly versus Ernest Wright matchup.
Curtis Axel. celebrating as he's getting. Oh my God!
What a left hand. Wow, the strength of Curtis Axel able to lift up Luke Gallows there for a sidewalk slam.
Dragging him over towards the corner. Oh, he's going for a
Goes
cover.
for a cover here.
For something on the top rope.
Kick out at 2.
I just hope we don't end up getting a Jimmy
no,
Bly.
Oh, the air is down. The air is. Can we get some medical help in the air?
That was Hellboy.
Luke Gallows has Curtis Axel up in a choke slam. I mean, Luke Gallows is just about 7 feet tall, so that's got to have some oomph to it. But no, he kicks out at 2.
I'd hate to see a Jimmy versus Ernest Wright matchup. I don't know if we could afford another referee after that one.
I would love to see freaking Kyle Matthews versus Charles Robinson again. Oh, look at this. Got him up, and what a reversal. Oh my God.
Well, Jimmy, you'll be happy to know this, that I actually had a talk. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, DDT cover. Kick out at 2.
I had a talk with YWC management, and we are actually going to see our very own Kyle Matthews in this year's YWC Royal Rumble.
Yes, we are. Yep.
What's a Royal Rumble without having Kyle Matthews in it?
Exactly.
I also heard the same thing about Seth Cole, our commissioner.
Yep, I did too.
Now the question is, what about Michael Norman? We haven't really seen him since. The
Undertaker.
Yeah, since his match with the Undertaker.
And boy, Luke Gallows rolling outside the ring, and if I'm not mistaken, I could have swore it looks like that. It's like Gallows may be busted open.
I think you're right. Yep. Little
Gallows
wobbly knee when he got up outside the ring too, so obviously that is taking some effect.
Ooh, putting a lot of pressure on that. Shoulder. We can't also forget. After taking out Michael Norman at the Elimination Chamber, it granted Undertaker a YWC Championship match, and we've seen him been going after Finn Balor the past couple of weeks. They actually, I think, have a match tonight, a non-title match.
Demon of Death Valley against, well, maybe not in his paint tonight, but we know him in certain times as the Demon King. Oh!
Good reversal there by Curtis Axel.
Yeah, right to that.
And there we go, belly to belly.
Gotta think that time right now is probably Curtis Axel's best friend, because with every heartbeat, Luke Gallows is losing more and more blood, and that's going to make him even more and more woozy and unable to deliver those high-octane strength moves. Just shoving Curtis Axel away right there.
Ooh, I don't even know what's going to happen. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He's got him by the throat, pick him up, and toss him down.
Another devastating choke slam. That could be it right there.
Just cover him, Luke. Taking his time. Oh, and that cost him.
Oh, man, where is Curtis Axel getting these big boots from?
Well, Luke Gallows right now at a little bit of a handicap with that wound on his forehead. Not quite with it, not exactly knowing where he is 100% of the time.
Here he goes, and oh, what a move there by Curtis Axel.
Oh,
is that enough to put Gallows away?
Oh, and he got
it.
Wow.
Curtis Axel picks, so that makes it 1-1 in singles competition.
It's impressive letting there by Curtis Axel taking down the big guy, Luke Gallows.
I just saw another B-team sign in the crowd.
Oh boy, what's going on here?
Extension of the hand, and like these two might be heading into Royal Rumble against each other for the titles with mutual respect.
The Bullet Club really have been showing a lot of respect lately.
Well, they're 1-1 against each other. As you mentioned, Anderson had the win against Dallas last week, and now Axel with the win over Gallows this week.
True. Very true.
Very evenly matched up.
Here comes Chris Jericho. The rare Chris Jericho sighting on the YWC. Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
Wait a minute. Whoa, Kevin
Kevin
Owens
Owens.
from behind.
It's the Intercontinental Champion.
Attacking Jericho. Oh. I'm not sure what's going on here. A couple of Canadians going at it. Why is Kevin Owens out here attacking Jericho?
Former best friends turned arch rivals, and that rivalry obviously has not ended. And what a slam right there onto the stage.
Oh, man. No, wait.
Oh boy, Kevin Owens is not done yet. Oh.
Right to the ribs.
Boy, Kevin Owens put Chris Jericho out of action for quite a while, a couple of years ago, and something with
Jericho trying to fight back.
Very similar attack.
That's not padding out there, folks.
No.
That's concrete.
Concrete and the ramp is all steel. I mean, no protection whatsoever for these guys.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that's the back of the neck. Got to get some referees out here or somebody to stop
What
this.
referees? We only have one.
Ernest, get up there.
Kevin Owens walking to the ring now. I'm not sure what's going on here.
I don't understand what's going on here. Jericho's following after him.
Okay, Kevin Owens getting a little exercise there. There's Ernest Wright.
There's Ernest. Yeah, he's trying to call off Kevin Owens, but doesn't want to get himself physically involved. And
Jericho,
Oh.
now this is not a matchup, folks. Bear in mind, there's no referee in the ring. Bell hasn't rung. It was supposed to be Chris Jericho coming out here for a matchup. Kevin Owens jumps him from behind.
Jericho's starting to fight back a little bit.
Now, Kevin Owens kind of ushering Chris Jericho into the ring, taunting him to get into the ring. Now might be having a second guess on that. Still not exactly sure what Kevin Owens, what his plan was for. Oh man!
Oh, what a clothesline! Now Ernest Wright steps in here.
I mean, why was Kevin Owens attacking Jericho? I don't understand.
I have no clue. Well, we got things cleared out now. I guess we're moving on.
Are we gonna have a match this time?
I definitely hope so.
The gold medalist Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle heads to the ring.
Kurt Angle's had a couple of run-ins last few weeks with AJ Styles. Still haven't really gotten the explanation of why AJ Styles even really got involved in a rivalry with Kurt Angle. Well,
Making his YWC Brawl debut.
EC3.
it's so hard to look at this guy, see what he's gone through in his career, and realize he started out as a member of the Nexus.
Really?
Derek Bateman, member of the Nexus, way back in the day.
I don't think he was.
I know he was.
Oh, really? And what?
Yep.
And what? Okay, so when was he in part of the Nexus?
He was in part of the Nexus like right around the beginning.
It was not in 2010.
No, it wasn't around that time. It was around the same time that Daniel Bryan was.
Daniel Bryan was in the Nexus on the night of the Nexus debut, and then he got fired.
And Derek Bateman was also a part of the Nexus at that point. He was one of the earlier people that left the faction, but he was at one point in the Nexus.
I'll have to look that up later,
Yes,
because
you
I don't believe you. But anyways, this match is going on, and it looks like it could be a very technical match.
You guys talk to each other. I'm talking to Siri for a minute.
Up, they're back. Kurt Angle's got him backed up into the corner here. Remember, EC3, part of what he calls himself the top 1%.
The referee had to separate Angle and EC3, and EC3 took a cheap shot at Angle during that exchange.
Yeah, don't ever count out EC3. You never know what he's going to have up his sleeve. I predict a very decent matchup. Oh, good reversal there by Kurt Angle.
Into a belly-to-belly suplex.
Kurt Angle's a very good technical wrestler.
Absolutely one of the best we've ever seen.
So how's that Siri talk coming?
I'm still looking. I'm almost 100% certain I saw him as part of the Nexus.
I don't think he ever was. Derek Bateman was on NXT, but I don't think he was a member of the Nexus. Oh! EC3.
Yeah, looks like maybe you're right.
Exactly. Oh, EC3 eliminated from the Royal Rumble. Oh, wait, too early. Kurt Angle and EC3 fighting on the outside. And EC3 wisely comes back into the ring as the referee began his count here.
So if Ernest Wright can throw Kurt Angle over the top rope, he'll win the Royal Rumble.
Belly-to-belly suplex by Kurt Angle. Oh, here comes a bit of the Olympic wrestler inside Kurt Angle here. Using the legs. It's almost like almost a stretch here, a submission move style. Trying to wear out EC3.
Yeah, putting pressure there on the ribs.
Oh! Did he catch Kurt Angle in like the eye or the head or something? Because Kurt Angle just fell over.
I think he did. I think it might have been a little bit of a glancing blow. And oh, wow. I mean, you think about...
Uh-oh.
EC3,
What's EC3 thinking?
What a person to have to make your YWC debut against.
Oh!
Man.
Uh-oh.
Maybe setting up for the 1%er. He hit.
Oh!
And here he goes.
Nonchalant cover.
Oh boy, that cost him right there.
Now EC3 nowhere short of ego. Thought he could put Kurt Angle away with the 1%er, but could not do it.
Jimmy Belay, myself, I have to make an important phone call. I will be right back.
Oh, and now, there you go. Ernest Wright has won the Royal Rumble.
Just tosses him right over the top rope. Now they're both fighting on the outside.
Ernest Wright beginning the 10 count here.
Swift uppercut there by Kurt Angle. Looking like Cesaro out there.
I mean, you got to think that, the longer the matchup goes on, that probably with EC3 being the younger of the two competitors, it would probably favor him. Kurt Angle probably trying to put this away as quickly as possible. I'm not really sure if going out to the outside of the ring is smart.
It's like EC3 would be happy with a count-out victory, but Angle to his feet. Oh!
Angle goading EC3 in right there. Hung him up on the top rope, and now Kurt Angle's starting to feel it again.
Oh, there's two.
Keeps the hands locked.
And he hits the trifecta. Kurt Angle, the original Suplex City. Had him in a
armbar or something? Going for an armbar?
Looked like a modified armbar of some sort, but looked like it had him too close to the ropes.
Don't really see Kurt Angle going for any other submission outside of his patented angle lock. Now working on the shoulder, the right shoulder. Oh.
He might have. Oh, and there's the ankle lock.
Got it locked in there. EC3 close to the ropes is Angle with the grapevine. EC3 gonna tap out in his debut.
He does. Can't handle the ankle lock, and Kurt Angle picks up an impressive victory here over EC3 tonight.
EC3 is definitely impressive, but so many times he lets his ego get ahead of him and cost him matches, and I think this is a classic case of that. I think he might have had Angle put away with the 1%er. You saw that nonchalant cover.
EC3's still in the ring.
No respect here to Kurt Angle. Kurt is...
Oh, well...
Can't say I'm surprised.
No.
Well, Angle ruining the debut of Ethan Carter III, but EC3 getting the last lap. Oh, wait a minute.
There's Finn Balor in the ring, the YWC champion. And looking out at probably the one person you don't want to be confronted by. Oh, an Undertaker.
Well, Finn Balor came out. Go after the Undertaker. Oh, look at this.
Oh, Finn not backing down from a challenge. Doesn't care who it is. Gotta admire the heart of Finn Balor.
Ernest Wright tried to get. Is this a match?
I think I heard the bell ring. So yeah.
All right. So we are underway in a matchup here. Like the Undertaker wanted to start it on the outside, and the both competitors in the ring now. Ernest Wright saying to ring the bell. Of course, as Jimmy had alluded to, with the Undertaker having that win against Michael Norman in the Hell in a Cell matchup, Undertaker is in line for a championship shot. He's been going after Finn Balor, and Balor trying to answer that challenge.
And Undertaker's been going to extra lengths here to go after Balor over the last couple of weeks. We haven't seen the side of the Undertaker in quite some time.
Well, you got to think that maybe, you remember back when Michael Norman actually was the one who issued the challenge to the Undertaker, and I think he actually named the spot too, the Hell in a Cell matchup. You got to think that might have fired something up inside the Undertaker, and now the Undertaker's realizing that, you know, he can go back after championship gold. Michael Norman might have awoken a sleeping giant.
Boy, the rest of the roster's going to be probably not real happy with Michael Norman right now, if that is the case. And Undertaker just being relentless on the outside.
Referee Ernest Wright continuing the count. Not really sure either one of these guys are really focusing on the count. I think they're more inclined to just beat each other up, beat each other down. Oh! Look at this. Taker's going to go for a cover. It looks awfully close to the ropes here. I don't know if he had that right arm pulled far enough away from the bottom rope or not.
Oh, man. Undertaker just slamming the knee of Finn Balor again to the canvas.
Right now it is all dead man as Finn Balor down on the mat. Oh, now here's a cover. Kick out at 1.
These two will meet at, I want to say the Royal Rumble. I'm not...
Oh! Knees right to the head of the Undertaker. Finn Balor fighting back. Finn Balor made a career out of going up against bigger opponents, but a choke slam.
And Undertaker's made a career out of doing that to smaller people.
Absolutely. You notice Undertaker not going for a cover there, and now kind of a modified camel clutch. Oh, nice reversal there.
Oh, boy, Taker was going for that diving clothesline, but Balor was able to scout it out and turn it into a DDT.
Spiked him. I think Undertaker's arm was under the rope. There wasn't even a count there. Undertaker a little worse for wear getting up. Shot right to the gut, trying to take away the Undertaker's ability to breathe. Where's Finn going?
Well, Balor may have had the coup de grace in mind, but sort of, it looked like a hurricanrana.
Oh, maybe now he's thinking about coup de grace. Ernest might want to back up a little bit. Oh!
Oh, went for an elbow drop, but Taker able to roll out of the way.
Finn Balor realizing if he's going to put away The Undertaker, he's got to hit a home run shot, and I think that's what he was going for there. Came up empty. Oh. Balor just draped over the top rope, and now Taker back in control.
Taker setting him up here. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Finn Balor in a bad spot. Tombstone pile driver executed.
Foot's close to the rope there. I think the foot was under the rope.
Yeah, I believe it was too. And
you don't see The Undertaker make a mistake like that very often. Usually that tombstone pile driver is delivered right in the center of the ring. No opportunity for a rope break. Oh, and here comes Finn. Finn fighting back. Oh, boy. Undertaker to the outside. Finn's up top. What is he thinking? He's going to fly.
Oh, double axe handle. Taker rolled out of the ring to avoid the coup de grace, but still... Oh, boy, and now his head bounces right off the ring apron.
Finn Balor trying to use every page of his playbook here against The Undertaker, going back up again. This time hits the elbow right to the back of the neck.
And
back up again.
Going to the well once again. Taker's in the drop zone. Is that what it is? Balor thinking about the coup de grace?
Might be waiting a little too long. Oh,
got it though.
He hit it. Cover. 1, 2. Oh!
Oh, just...
Wow! 2 7/8.
I swear you can't get any closer than that. The Undertaker, I mean, just...
Man.
Finn Balor can't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, that's Finn Balor's finisher. What else is there he can use? It's going back up top. Oh, Taker's getting up. And Balor noticed it. Smart on the part of Balor to not try and go for a maneuver, knowing the Undertaker was getting his wits about him.
How many times through the years have we seen Taker, catch somebody off the turnbuckle and turn it into like a tombstone or something? Balor again.
Got Taker down. Maybe looking for a second coup de grace.
Got it again. Could that be it this time?
This could do it. 1, 2. And he did.
And he got him. Wow, what a match here. Finn Balor making a statement showing why he is the YWC champion. And what the... Whoa, whoa. Oh man, we have another cash in here on YWC Brawl. We saw it a couple of weeks ago when Ember Moon cashed in on Asuka.
And this is a championship matchup right here on YWC Brawl. Bobby Roode, Finn Balor for the title.
Oh boy, did I come back at a great time.
I mean, Finn Balor just went through a battle with The Undertaker. Yes, he came out on top, but he's definitely not 100%. And Bobby Roode's got him up. Oh!
Boy, what did I miss? It looks like I missed a lot.
Yes,
you missed a great match between Undertaker and...
A spear by Bobby Roode.
The arm looks awfully close to the ropes, but still Balor able to kick out at 2.
Boy, Undertaker and Finn Balor are scheduled to have a match for the YWC title. I mean...
That could change.
Yeah.
Cover by Bobby Roode after the scoop slam. 2.
Oh, just in the nick of time. Balor able to kick out Bobby Roode in a kind of disbelief here.
Well, we saw Finn Balor being able to use a lot of aerial offense against The Undertaker. Bobby Roode not allowing Finn Balor to get off the mat. And I think Finn Balor's been busted open.
Set. Oh, I thought Bobby Roode was going for the glorious DDT.
Ooh!
Might be possible still. Might be possible. Look at Finn.
Finn Balor has indeed been busted wide open. The champion could be in trouble, but he's fired up. Clothesline after clothesline. Sling blade.
Can't say I blame Bobby Roode. I mean, that was a prime opportunity to cash in after Balor had one hell of a match.
Oh, my goodness.
1916.
1916. Is that enough to put Bobby Roode?
Kick out at 2 by the glorious one. Finn can't believe it.
He can't. Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute.
It took
Now
two of these things to knock out the Undertaker. If he's thinking about the coup de grace, yes, he is.
To the sky.
Oh,
missed.
and Bobby Roode had that very well scouted.
Oh, back elbow in the corner.
Uh-oh.
Bobby Roode.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The glorious DDT!
Glorious DDT. That could be it.
Ring.
Is that enough?
1,
2.
2. New champion.
Oh my goodness.
Bobby Roode has successfully cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase.
Second time we have seen this.
It's going to be glorious.
Absolutely.
Now, what does this mean?
Obviously, I don't know, Kyle, you're the general manager. I cannot believe that.
I am shocked.
Yeah.
But credit to Bobby Roode. Waiting, picking his moment.
Things are about to get fabulous here on YWC. Carmella on her way to the ring.
Princess of Staten Island.
And of course, possibly one of the women we might see take part in the first ever YWC Women's Royal Rumble in a couple weeks.
It's a great possibility.
It's always nice to see Carmella.
Absolutely, I agree. And whoa,
Like our Michael Norman, we were wondering where he was. Well, we found out.
Yep. What is it that we said back when Brooke Allen debuted?
yeah, Brooke Allen debuted.
What was it that we said? Believe me, it was last week. She debuted last week. Didn't we say that her and Michael were a thing?
Oh, that is true. Yes. Sarah Brooke Allen made her debut last week on YWC Brawl in an impressive showing against Sarah Logan.
I hope you did not just call this Raw.
I said Brawl.
Okay, just making sure. Another elbow tie-up. Now, Christopher, this is the first chance you get to actually see Brooke Allen, and what do you think? Going up against someone like Carmella.
Well, I mean, this is definitely going to be a task. You see a lot of times, when people make their debuts in matchups, they go against somebody that, has just been brought up from developmental or somebody that's in developmental. Carmella's definitely got a very good resume here in YWC, so this is definitely going to be a challenge for Brooke Allen. And if she's able to topple Carmella, then definitely it's going to put the rest of the women's locker room on notice.
Yeah, Carmella, former women's champion in her own right, and
She was the very first YWC
Yes.
women's champion, actually.
That's true. She was, yep.
and Brooke Allen didn't have it easy last week either, taking on who I like to call the powerhouse of the Riot Squad and Sarah Logan, and that was a very competitive back and forth matchup, and Brooke Allen was able to succeed in that one, and
You see Michael Norman do the smart thing and just getting out of the way.
you see two women fighting like that, you don't want to get in the middle of that. I mean, without a good chance you're going to get hurt then, so.
Carmella just dropping Brooke Allen on her face onto the LED display here on the ring.
Brooke Allen might be out. It was Carmella that actually had to pick Brooke Allen up off the mat. Oh, well, never mind. Clothesline in the corner. Oh. Almost looked like a Jeff Hardy move.
I bet, yeah, did. Brooke Allen gonna go for a pin.
At the cover in the center of the ring and not going to put away the former women's champion that quickly.
Now,
I mean,
correct me if I'm wrong.
Anything to go by, it's obviously, I know this isn't a debut. It is technically for me in seeing Brooke Allen. You guys saw her last week. But, I mean, we saw EC3 lose his debut matchup to Kurt Angle.
You guys saw what he did after.
Yep, true.
Oh, boy, shoulder first right into the steel ring post.
That even made Michael Norman wince on the outside.
Well, now remember, he is watching his girlfriend in action.
Oh, code of silence. Submission, code of silence, and close to the ropes. Brooke Allen going to tap, reversal. Nice job
Wow,
getting out
yeah.
of the code of silence, man.
For a drop kick, Carmella able to counter.
Uh-oh, what's
Carmella
Carmella
trying to
thinking?
show that she is indeed money.
Oh, went for the super kick, missed.
Caught it with the right hand.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Oh, we've seen Brooke do this lots of times here. Oh! Baseball slide right to the head.
Right to the side of the head. Carmella hasn't moved.
Oh, she's going for the Rings of Saturn. The Rings of Saturn.
Locked in, right in the center of the ring.
Boy, Michael
Carmella's
Norman.
nowhere to go.
Boy, Michael Norman liked what he saw on the outside there. Saw him jumping for joy, but Carmella able to find out of it.
Both of these women have never faced off against each other, but it's like they've been fighting for years. Both very well scouted on each other's submission maneuvers. Oh, got a cover here by Carmella.
Look at Carmella think.
Oh, low
Yeah.
drop kick.
Let's say it's a low drop kick of Carmella's own. Almost like payback there. Oh,
look out, Ernest.
over Ernest.
Oh, boy, what a drop kick by Carmella.
I remember the one time, flashback to old YWC, when you're like, oh, look out, Charles! And he just took a flying freaking, what was it?
Took a fabulous forearm, didn't he?
No, it wasn't a forearm, it was a moonsault. That's what it was. It was a lion salt. He took a wild lion salt to the face. No, it was AJ Styles.
That's right.
Styles?
Yeah, it was AJ Styles. a wild lion salt to the face.
Oh, boy, but what a... Like a modified drop kick of some sort there by Brooke Allen.
Oh, she was going to go for that baseball slide again, but Carmella moved right out of the way. Oh!
Went for double knees, missed. Oh!
Uh-oh. Her back foot, though. Her back foot.
It's
and the
close.
referee told her. Referee told her rope break.
Now just going to try and go for the clean cover. And kick out at 2.
Kick out at 2.
What's Carmella thinking of here?
Might be going for that super kick again. She missed it the last time. Oh!
Got it.
There. That's
Going
it.
for the
Lights
cover.
out. Game over. And Carmella with the victory.
Michael looking on.
Not an easy victory for Carmella by any means. Brooke Allen giving her all she could handle.
Absolutely. I mean, even though she lost the match, very impressive here, but showing here by Brooke Allen, but Carmella showing why she was the inaugural YWC Women's Champion.
Yep. Carmella definitely excited to pick up a win here. We're off to the next one. I believe this could be our main event here. Yep.
Could be our main event here. Yep.
Oh, the timing on that was perfect as the
beautiful on that.
as the phenomenal AJ Styles makes his way to the ring.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm hoping this is a guy we're going to see in the Royal Rumble. Love to see what he would be able to do against 29 other superstars.
AJ Styles made his debut for another promotion in the Royal Rumble. What a night that was.
Gave us the greatest Roman Reigns expression of all time.
I agree. That one was hilarious. Now the only question is who is AJ Styles' opponent going to be? I mean, we saw Kurt Angle wrestle already earlier, and after what EC3 did to him, I don't think he can wrestle again.
Yeah, I doubt it. At least not tonight.
Yeah.
So Kurt Angle doesn't want to. I hope he doesn't want to have any more kids after what EC3 did to him.
He has 6 kids. I don't think he's going to want any more.
Is that counting Jason Jordan?
He can adopt one of
Yep, 7. Oh.
Oh boy.
Man,
And these two are no strangers to one another.
absolutely not. These guys have been friends. These guys have been foes.
They've been all over the map.
Counters among several promotions.
Very personal rivalry we saw through a lot of last year.
This ought to be a good match here.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, just as soon as you see one across the ring from the other, you know it's going to be a good match. And these guys never disappoint, and put them in the ring together. We're in for a classic.
Oh, absolutely. I've had the pleasure of seeing these two in a steel cage match before, and well, that wasn't disappointing either. And Samoa Joe's AJ Styles, these two know each other probably better than anybody.
Got to think, too, that if we see either one of these guys in the Royal Rumble match, they could be one of the favorites to win the thing.
Before Bobby Roode cashed in tonight, I heard that the Undertaker, AJ Styles, the Undertaker, Finn Balor matchup got away a little oddly.
Yeah, it did.
I was watching in the back when while I was on the phone with the executive vice president of talent relations, and he told me something interesting. No, it's not John Laurinaitis.
Okay. Well, we don't have any people power here at YWC, so.
People power. Anyways, yeah, I saw Undertaker baited Finn Balor out to the outside, and it was a brawl.
Yes, it was. Yeah, referee Ernest Reagan right in the middle of it all, too.
Well, what's the name of our show? I mean...
Yeah, it's not YWC Fight.
Well,
YWC Wrestle.
that's
YWC Grapple.
That's what Samoa Joe is doing right now. He's fighting AJ Styles.
It is. AJ Styles, though, fighting back. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wow.
Oh, gutbuster.
AJ Styles. Wow. Sorry, I had a little bit to drink tonight. AJ Styles, definitely very deceptively powerful. You really wouldn't look at it, think of it to look at him, especially when he goes up against bigger opponents. I think you're tiddly too. Hush up.
I can't help it. It's so funny. AJ Styles.
The strength of Styles.
AJ Styles. Oh, what a slam there to Samoa Joe. Uh-oh.
Calf crusher.
Oh, look at that. Foot was on the rope. Wasn't under the rope. It was right on top of the rope.
Obvious
where it needed to be.
Here, don't get any more obvious than that. But what's Styles thinking about here? Maybe a phenomenal forearm?
Ushering
Really
Joe
close to him.
to his feet.
It's really close.
Oh,
nailed it.
Phenomenal forearm to Samoa Joe. And AJ Styles is going to pull Samoa Joe away from the ropes. Is that going to be enough to put him away? No.
Too, boy. I wondered if AJ was going to be able to put Samoa Joe away that quickly. I would have been rather surprised. Oh.
Hung up on the top rope there. AJ Styles really not letting Samoa Joe get a lot of offense in.
No, he's not. Oh, look at
That's
this. Oh.
Smart thing when you're dealing.
Working on that leg, trying to take away the vertical base.
He's got the arm, not the leg.
Well, he had the leg before, is what I was talking about.
Oh.
Work with me here, Jimmy. Oh.
Oh. Oh, he caught him.
Yes, he did. That shot might have been a little bit south of the border. Oh.
Well, Ernest Wright didn't call for the bell, so.
AJ Styles working on the head and neck region of Samoa Joe. Again, keeping Samoa Joe from mounting any offense. And, oh, here we go.
Calf crusher.
Calf crusher, put the legs next to the rope again.
Yep. AJ Styles, the second time he's made a critical error in where he's positioned Samoa Joe.
Oh, a running enziguri kick.
And Samoa Joe down and out. Cover.
Goes for the cover. Yep. Is he going to get it?
2.
No.
No, not quite. AJ Styles, I said, deceptively strong. Well, Samoa Joe has a deceptive amount of endurance as well, but he might not after this. Connect.
Oh, another phenomenal forearm. Is that enough to put Joe away?
That's got to be it.
1, 2.
Wow.
And Samoa Joe kicked out.
Wow.
Oh, and AJ Styles is not happy.
I think Styles is headed with everything but the Styles Clash. I don't know if Could he even be able to put?
Oh, Ernest Wright back up. There you go. There you go. Back up, Ernest Wright.
Could he even be able to put Samoa Joe in the Styles Clash?
Perched up on the top.
Oh!
What the heck was
Joe
that?
caught him.
He reversed that into, I think it was like a scoop slam.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
power slam. Samoa
wait a
Joe,
minute.
he's got a
Joe.
chair. Oh, it's a baseball bat.
Baseball bat. Wow.
Samoa Joe gets himself disqualified, giving the win to AJ Styles. I don't know what that was all about.
I don't either.
Well, it's a shame to see a great match like that end like that.
Well, that's very true. I don't know. We're 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. It's only going to be amazing to see what's going to happen next. So thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Styles